Hey guys, and welcome back to DireWolfWargaming. This time around I've tried my hand at making a diorama. I had some spare 15mm figures, so I thought I'd give it a try. I've never done anything like this before, so anyway, here's what happened. I started off with some slate, as you can see by the picture. I piled it all up into a rough craggy outcroppy type deal. Glued it all together with super glue. Once it dried, I Mod Podged and black painted all of it, just so it'd help seal it and stick it together. And at the start of the diorama, I was only going to use 2 spare 15mm Orcs and a spare 15mm Dwarf miner that I had. But then I found 4 more 15mm Dwarfs that I had lying around, so decided to change my original idea. Originally I was just going to have the miner working and the dwarfs, like the orcs, poking him to get him to mine for him. But that changed to more like a rescue scene later on. Anyway, so the figures, I browned them all up like I normally do, and I blacked up that with Mod Podge, as I say. And then I painted the figures first before tackling the slate. I painted them all up. The Dwarf was painted real simple. It was quite easy to paint. Wooden handle for the pickaxe, nice gunmetal colour for the pickaxe. The bands around his arm I did gunmetal instead of gold, like I did on the actual Dwarf miner army, and the gunmetal making him look like he's in chains. A lot of him is flesh, and I gave him ginger hair. I gave him nice blue trousers and just brown boots, and the same brown as his jacket, making it look real simple. The Orcs I did with a nice green for the skin. They've got fur around them, which is again what influenced me doing a snowy type thing, because dwarfs, mountainous areas, mining, it's their sort of deal, and these guys look like they'd be out there in like the snowy type area too. Anyway, they've got these like pokey sticks, so I just painted that fully gunmetal, make them look like sharp craggy sticks that they're poking the dwarf with to get him to work harder. One I painted with a creamy coloured fur and a blue shirt or tunic and yellow trousers, and the other guy had an orange tunic and like brown trousers, so there's slight differences between them. And the one with the orange tunic had a grey fur around his neck. The both I've got painted with black hair, and then all 3 of them just got brown washed. It was at this point that I found out that I had 4 more spare dwarfs, so I decided to paint these guys up, and they had like morning star mace type things. So basically I painted all the metal silver. The shield bosses were painted gold. I painted the beards different colours, 2 shades of brown, a ginger and a black. A variety of colours was used on, like blue, red, green, and I also used a gunmetal on the helmets with a bit of gold trim. The wood was kept a lighter colour than the dwarf's pickaxe, but then again brown washed just like the others, and then matte varnished. And then I took on the slate itself, which is a bit odd painting slate to look like other rocks, but the texture on the slate is phenomenal, so you can't really beat it, to be honest. It's also nice and weighty. So all I did, I painted the entire thing with a slightly watered down grey. It was from Hobbycraft, like a slate grey type colour, which is, again, a bit weird. But once that had all dried, I used a slightly lighter grey and dry brushed all the rocks to give it a bit of texture. And then I used a off-white, like an ivory type colour, and very lightly dry brushed again over them. And then to make it look like it was a rich area for mining, instead of just randomly mining stone, I used one of my Extreme Sheen Ultra Metallic paints, gold, to make it look like veins of gold in the rock, and I did that all over them, even if bits would get covered by a bit of snow later. I've really liked this, and I think that the extremeness of it really pops out, and even after it got varnished after, so everything got brown varnished here and matte varnished, and the extreme gold still shines through really good through the dark varnish, which is what I wanted. And then we have this here. It's pretty much done with the way you're looking at it now. I put one dwarf on top of the rocky outcrop, looking over the edge at what's happening to his imprisoned comrade. There's one dwarf looking through a gap in the rocks. There's a dwarf right behind him, and there's another dwarf making his way around the base of the rocks, trying to get up to the top with his other friend up there. The snow was all put on with snow tex, which is what I use for any snow stuff that I do. And then just over the top of that I use a really watered down PVA glue, wash it over the top of the snow tex, and sprinkle on some of the snow stuff you can get from Woodland Scenics. Just sprinkle it on, and it gives a nice crisp, crunchy looking snow. I also put little bits of really watered down glue here and there on some of the dwarfs, the dwarf miner and the orcs, simply just to sprinkle on a bit of snow here and there, and just to make them look like they've been out in the elements. So this is the diorama done, and I was going to call it something like the Rescue. Originally it was going to be called, before I found the other 4 dwarfs, it was going to be called Work Dwarf Work, but it's now going to be called the Rescue. And if you'd like this diorama, it will be put on eBay. I'm auctioning it off, and it's my first ever diorama, so I hope whoever buys it in the end enjoys it. So yeah, this is it guys. It's all fully done. Really impressed with the way it looks, the gold shimmers and everything like that. And there'll be some pictures after I stop talking of close-ups of it. And again, whoever buys it, I hope they really enjoy it. It shows the cruelness of orcs and the tenacity of dwarfs, which is good. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Stick around at the end to see close-up pictures of it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like, it really helps out. And check out my website, DireWolfWargaming.com, for great MDF products. Our paint racks are our most popular stuff. You can also find me on Instagram, DireWolfWargaming. I post regularly on there about projects I'm doing for myself, commission work I'm doing for customers, and if you'd like your stuff painting by me, you can get in touch with me. My email and phone number is on both Instagram and my website. You can call me, you can text me, you can message me in Signal, you can email me, and we can discuss a price for your figures. I have got prices listed on my website. Just go onto the painting service page, the tabs are at the top. And thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about the process of how I made this lovely diorama. And again, if you want it, it's on eBay now. My eBay is Dire_Wolf_Wargaming, but I will put a link to the eBay listing in the description to this. And yeah, subscribe guys and join the pack.